K. Fill in the middle with an A. It's Carlos and Ryan, and we know that you're dying to hear what we have to say today. I say we hear what we have to say today. It's the blank. Fill it in. Fill it in. Fill it in. Yeah. Okay. So baby, dry your eyes and want to tears your eyes, 'cause that's what dreams are made of. Oh baby, we belong in a world that's just so strong, 'cause that's what love is made of.
Beautiful.
Thanks.
That was beautifully sang.
You don't know why I sang that?
No.
Because 2024 just got a whole lot more red.
I'm not
Yeah.
wearing red for that
Yes,
reason.
you are. He told me
That was
blatantly right before.
coincidentally.
He said, I'm wearing red because, God damn it, America, they did it again. America is finally great again, and we gonna do it for 24, 25, 26, and 27. It's back, baby. We're back. Red is back. Trump is back. America is great again. Woo!
This is not the
God bless the USA.
endorsement. The blank, or at least Ryan from the blank, does not endorse anything that just happened in the last 24 hours. Other than Bitcoin hitting an all-time high. But yeah.
If you want to know why it hit a high, you want to know why? Because America is great again. I come for the land of freedom and the land. Woo! Woo! Brother. Oh my God. I woke up this morning. You know what I heard? I heard eagles soaring, shotguns going through the air. Oh, baby. We're back, baby. We is back, baby. 4 more years.
I'm upset. I'm upset.
I'm upset. Oh, well, you can be upset for 4 years. You know what? At least you have more content to discuss, a lot to talk about. What's going on?
It's going to be very dramatic.
It's gonna be
our next 4 years worth of episodes.
It's gonna be through the freaking roof. Ratings are gonna go up, baby.
We're
You want to know why?
2 years already.
Yeah.
The next 4 years are definitely going to be.
It's gonna be through the roof entertainment. America is the greatest reality show once again. Once again.
We were stating this in the beginning.
Yeah.
During the Trump era, how nuts it went.
Yeah. And now it's getting a whole lot better. What did we have the previous year? We had Trump in office, obviously. Trump going to North Korea. Trump talking to Putin. The racism, the sexual assault. And let's not forget the Capitol attack. That was wild. Who knows what these next 4 years? The homeboy still hasn't been sentenced yet.
Crazy.
So we don't even know where that's going to go. So let's see where that entails us for the next 4 years. Man, imagine being president and you have to go to prison.
He can just pardon himself,
I guess, but then
but
he would be veering dictatorship territory.
Crazy. Absolutely crazy.
But folks, you know what? We talked enough as is. We didn't even do the intro yet. Let's do our intro since they somewhat missed it last week. We'll get into that in a little bit, but young world, young world, young world, young world, young world. Living in America. Front seat. The blanket meat.
Oh my God.
Living in America. Trump is back. Red pants. Woo! I am Carlos.
And I'm Ryan.
And this is The Blank with Carlos and Ryan. And today's episode will be somewhat of a where the hell have you been episode.
Yeah, that's true.
Mixed with a what the hell has happened in America episode.
It was, like, that last week's episode almost predicted the future. It was like, we're not going to let you put something out.
No, destiny.
We're not letting you put something
No,
out.
something wasn't right.
Something's going to happen.
Something's going to happen. Something's not right. Is that a Indianapolis Colts helmet with a skull inside?
Day of the Dead, my friend.
Day of the Dead.
Day of the Dead.
It's with a skull inside.
With a skull inside.
Okay.
It's pretty gangster, huh?
Well, actually, it kind of signifies the Colts fan in general, because if you are a supporter of the Colts, you must be dead inside.
Wow. Just wow.
But it looks pretty cool, though.
Yeah, it's pretty dope, man.
Was this made for you, or was this an actual?
Yeah, it was actually custom made.
Oh, that's so nice.
Custom made from Mexico.
From Mexico?
Day of the Dead, my friend.
Wow.
Day of the Dead. Shout out to Sherwin. Love you, brother.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool.
All right. You want to greet the children?
Happy Wednesday, everybody.
Wednesday.
We actually happen to be rehearsing on a Wednesday, and I'll get into as to why. Carlos and I have some big stuff this weekend, which is great.
You do. I'm just there to
happy
watch.
Thursday. If you happen to listen on Thursday, happy Friday. If you happen to listen on the Friday, and happy weekend if you happen to listen on the weekend.
Happy Remembrance Day.
Happy
is
Remembrance
it happy?
Day. I think Remembrance Day is supposed to be somewhat like
it's a pretty graphic things, pretty gruesome stuff that happened that
pretty
day.
Gruesome.
Or those days. D-Day. Is it D-Day?
I think Remembrance Day is more just like to remember them in general. I don't know if there's anything significant about the 11th. I think they just kind of pick that. From
I don't even have a poppy.
I didn't get one either.
Damn.
I feel like what's his face? That hockey guy.
Ooh, you don't want to. Oh dear. We don't want to talk about him.
No one wants to wear poppies anymore.
Oh dear.
Here we go. About immigrants during that, right?
Yeah, it was like immigrants. That's why he got fired. Oh shoot!
I can't believe I don't remember his name. He's a Canadian legend.
Literally a legend. Well,
Canadian
until that moment. Yeah. Hockey night in Canada.
Hockey night in Canada. Saturday. Yeah, Saturday. Hockey night in Canada.
He was like a coach too. And
oh yeah, Boston Bruins.
Yeah. Hockey night in Canada. What's his
tip
name?
My tongue.
I forget the name. I forget.
Old white guy.
Yep. With the very, very fascinating collection of suits.
Some of the nicest suits I've seen on television.
Pretty nice looking.
Yeah.
Pretty nice looking. Oh god. Is he here? Go say hi to the children while I
But another episode. Carlos and I definitely appreciate you happening to be listening in. Today we definitely do have a bit of a doozy. I feel like a lot of things have happened in the last bit of time, and even last week. I do want to solemnly apologize. We didn't happen to put out an episode last week. Funny enough, we actually spent the time producing the content. We were just having technical issues.
Recording, just to be clear.
Yeah, we did record. We got together. We did the whole shebang that we usually do on Thursdays, but unfortunately, we're having technical issues. It should not happen this week. We should have an episode regardless of the issue, so please don't worry about that. I do apologize. That's on me. But it won't happen this week, so stay tuned for this episode and all the episodes in the future to come.
Don Cherry.
Huge name.
Very big name, and we forgot it. That's unfortunate.
But I guess just before we do jump into like the main stuff of the story, the reason why we're actually recording on the Wednesday, it might go up tomorrow, so depending on the situation of what happens today with our technology, but it's actually, I have a wedding rehearsal, and for those who don't know,
not Ryan's, just to be clear,
not mine. My little brother, shout out to you.
Oh, you don't want to say his Govey or his name? That's okay.
Little Kev.
Yeah.
Kayvon.
Oh Jesus.
Chuchi, for those who call him by that.
Yeah.
Shout out to you, brother. I love you. Carlos.
Say your wedding speech right now, just so because we all know you're going to be drunk. While
look here, mother.
Oh dear. Oh
if
dear.
Anyone's gonna have.
Oh dear. If you get into that, the way I will be running to that stage, grabbing that microphone from your hand.
Look here, Kevin.
Brother.
Yeah, look here.
Let me
brother.
tell you something, brother. This guy puts on a bandana and starts talking like Hulk Hogan.
Rip my shirt.
The Hulkamaniacs are running wild this weekend in Burlington, brother.
Crazy. But it's actually his wedding, so it's a huge event for our family. He's actually the first to get married, officially married, out of our direct sort of close family. What do they call that word? It's like your direct family?
Immediate.
That's the word. Immediate family. So it's a huge deal for my family. Carlos is actually going to be at the wedding as well, so I'm super hyped about that. But yeah, it should be a great time. It's actually out in Burlington. Don't crash the wedding. For those who
I ain't gonna tell you where. We ain't gonna say where.
But it will be a beautiful, beautiful thing. So that's why we're recording a couple of days early. Just scheduling issues and all that kind of stuff. So we do apologize yet again about last week. We will have an episode, but the wedding's this week. So I guess the first thing.
Go ahead.
And Carlos and I have definitely had some dramatic episodes talking about marriage in the past. But Carlos, what do you
sleeping on the couch worthy episodes for some people?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I'm not proud of it.
Yeah. Well.
But Carlos, what are you excited about for weddings? Like, just weddings in general, or like this specific wedding? What are you excited about?
I mean, the whole atmosphere. Everyone dressing up, being all nice. The drinks and the gal.
Yeah.
That's top priority for me.
There should be some single people, I think, there. I don't know exactly who, but
you know what? I feel like you're referring to dudes, and I can't even.
Talking about me.
Yeah, crazy. Yeah, I'll be sorely disappointed if the only single people there are dudes. That's fine. You know what? I'm here. I'm there to have a good time. It's gonna be a fun time. So long as the music's right and the drinks are there, then it's all we got, baby.
So like, I didn't have any hands-on experience with planning this at all. Like,
I hear
it wasn't me brought in for anything realistically. So
would you say it was the bride that had more say?
Oh yeah, the bride,
like the most say.
Yeah, like I remember they were even talking about music, and I don't know what songs they're playing whatsoever, but I know she's a huge Chris Brown fan. So I'm assuming Chris Brown is going to be played many, many times.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Looks like we're just rooting for all the evil here.
Yeah, no. We're just Trump and Chris Brown. Next thing you know, what are we going to have? The Diddy after party?
Diddy after party. R. Kelly performs.
R. Kelly performs. Live stream from Rikers Island.
Yeah. Jesus.
It's like, can you imagine?
What a wonderful
I would literally just like...
You know what, though? Like, now that I'm starting to think about it, my little brother and my future sister-in-law, my sister-in-law, are going to have that as like a precedent for their wedding, in a sense. They're going to be like, or a significant date being like, Trump won.
That's
and then we had our wedding
in the same week. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna definitely be a talking point at the wedding. I wouldn't see how it wouldn't be. I mean, considering it's like a pretty big moment in history.
I'm gonna try not to bring it up. There are some Americans coming to the wedding.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you can't help but to talk about it, right? It's not like you can't blame them. You know what I mean? Like you need to talk about something. Like obviously you're gonna have the house, like what do you do for work, the networking kind of thing. But with something like this happening, you can't help it.
Yeah, that's
you
true.
Can't. Yeah, like come on.
Just part of.
It's just like if the elections were still ongoing right now, obviously it wouldn't be as big. Maybe.
Yeah.
But I mean, the guy was reelected, and people are not happy about it. Yeah, it's going to be a talking point, especially when alcohol's involved. Are you kidding?
Yeah.
Come on.
Definitely.
Shit, I wouldn't be surprised if I get called the N-word a few times. Shit, I know for a fact you're probably going to do it, and it's all good. You know what? At the end of the day, that's alcohol for you. It doesn't. Just to be clear, Ryan doesn't call me the N-word. That was just a jokey joke. But yes, yeah, it's going to be a fun. You're all wide-eyed. Is everything okay?
I've never done it.
Right.
I've never said it.
Oh. Okay. You know what? We're going to move on because I don't know what territory you're trying to get into. But yeah, I mean, come on, bro. Like,
it's inevitable.
This is it. I mean, it's not going to take over the wedding or anything.
Oh, no.
Definitely not. But I mean, it will be brought up, I feel. I mean, shit. I wouldn't be surprised if someone mentioned Diddy at the wedding. You know what I mean? If somebody just been like, man, I could use a Diddy party right now. So, like, wait, what?
Part of my positioning, because I am the older brother, I'm one of the older brothers. I actually do have a speech for those who don't know, and I'm going to try to get Carlos to maybe record it.
What are we talking speech wise? Are you like are you? Is it going to be all of you up there together, or are you solo? Or
So I don't know yet because part of the positioning at my wedding, at least, and the rehearsals on Thursday, so I'll probably know a little bit more about the
you doing it at a
functionalities.
house or you're?
No, I'm doing it's at the banquet hall.
You're driving all the way there tomorrow.
Yeah, literally. Yeah,
Are
that's
you
why.
shitting me?
Yeah, Burlington. I have to leave right here at like 5.
Why?
The rehearsal, man.
That's insane.
Because they got to do it at the place so that you can get like involved with the environment, right? Like, you
Oh,
don't wanna do that
come
shit on
on.
the
They're going to
fly.
pick anywhere. Oh. Ah.
No, so I'm driving out to Burlington tomorrow.
All right. Well, I get it. Yeah, it's called a rehearsal. You got to make sure everything.
Like it's part of the
but
environment.
at the same time, holy shit,
Like,
that's so far.
That's weddings, man.
Huh.
Like, weddings are so much preparation and there's so much that goes on behind the scenes. So shout out to event planners and like wedding planners.
Honestly, I have a newfound respect after hearing that.
The amount of work that it takes to plan and like have a proper wedding that so things don't go wrong. There's a lot of work behind closed doors that people don't really know about or you don't really get to see. So like the rehearsal part of it is like very hands-on. Like you got to be there. You don't have to be dressed up, but it'll show you like, oh, when you walk in and then when your time for speeches and like this is when this happens and this is when this event happens and maybe even it gets down to the point where it's like when this song plays, like maybe this part of the thing happens. Like I know, so part of the functionality or part of my positioning for the speech is that I have to do the speech and then I'm actually introducing the mother son dance. So my little brother and my mom are gonna do like their first dance. So a lot of that
be an emotional wreck while you do that.
I'm gonna try not to be,
but you will.
I'm gonna definitely try.
I know that's gonna happen.
It's definitely like
man.
Trump 2024.
But Trump wouldn't have let this.
But we'll see. I haven't even written it yet. But I'm going to.
You have a few days.
I have a few days, so it'll be okay. But it's funny because like
do you know what the song is?
No, I don't. I have no idea.
Damn.
So I don't know how far I'm going to be going with the speech or like how long it's going to be or anything. And like Carlos has been there when I've done my first ever speech at a wedding before, and I was an actual mess.
That was the first one you've ever done?
Yeah, at any wedding.
I don't say you were a mess. You got emotional.
I was definitely emotional.
I mean, you got emotional at the end, if anything.
Yeah, like I got through it.
Yeah, right.
And then I actually asked the bride and groom afterwards. I'm like, "How was that?" And they're like, "Yeah, we liked it." But I'm like, I don't know if they're forced to say that, but we'll see. So I don't know. I'm gonna try to write it and to involve like our family, my brothers, and all that kind of stuff. So I'm hoping that Carlos can hopefully record it, or maybe we'll have our marketing director do it. So maybe we can post a little bit here and there.
I'd be so tempted just to like
snippets and stuff.
Just shout, just be like, yeah, yeah, go get him, homie, yeah.
But we'll maybe try to have some content for the
some exclusive,
at least some pictures,
sneak peeks, but not too much.
But it's going to be a pure Cambodian wedding, which
that'll be fascinating.
That'll be Carlos's first Cambodian wedding, I think, right? No?
Is she?
She's Cambodian. Yeah.
Is she?
She is.
I thought she was mixed. I knew she was.
Well, she's like 75%.
Oh, okay, yeah. So I always thought she was mixed. I knew she was part Cambodian.
Yeah, she's like majority Cambodian,
okay.
Part Chinese.
Oh, okay.
But more Cambodian than Chinese.
This will be my first Cambodian wedding.
Open bar.
Open bar is
what's exciting about it.
That's the only reason why I'm coming.
Yeah.
I love Kevin, but if he wasn't an open bar, then send me pics. Send me.
I'm not there. I'm not there.
Tell me about it when you get back.
No,
it should be a good time.
It'll be good.
Yeah. Your brother speaking too?
So I don't know. I don't think so. I think it's only me that's going to be doing it.
No pressure. No goddamn pressure.
I don't know. It is what it is.
You can just go into a rant about the Trump thing. I think no one will blame you.
Yeah.
Just be like, this is horrible. How could they let this happen? Or just go into like a conspiracy about how they stole votes again. Hey,
find some votes.
Yeah,
find me some votes.
Find me some vote of confidence to ensure that anything goes well.
Crazy
shit. I don't even know if these two. Damn it! No,
absolutely
congratulations.
Crazy.
Hey, it's fine. It's fine, pal. We'll get through it. It's 4 years. 4 years is what? It goes by like nothing.
It goes by pretty quick.
Yeah, right.
Now they're older. It's like, but we'll be 36, 37.
Yeah, it'll be like nothing happened. It'll be fine. So we'll be fine. It's not like the world's gonna go in shambles, right? And we survived 4 years from them before. There were good ratings, But hey, what are we gonna do?
But I'll try not to be too drunk during this speech. I'm definitely going to be
I think that's the
drinking.
funniest thing you've ever said on the show.
Going to be drinking.
Yeah.
And hopefully there's whiskey. I don't know.
You know
yet.
they drink. You know there's going to be drinking before your speech.
Oh yeah.
So you already lost.
Yeah. I might have to like go out and yak and then come back and then do the speech.
That's crazy.
Kind of thing. So we'll see
You're
what
gonna
happens.
do that, man. If you do that on stage and I get that on video, I will never let that go.
No.
I will
I would've
never
ruined
let
it.
that.
I would have ruined.
Yeah.
The
Oh no.
I would
Jenny
never be invited to another wedding.
Homegirl would never forgive you.
Yeah.
Your brother would never forgive you.
Wouldn't be good.
Yeah. No.
Would not be good.
You'd be estranged from the family.
Would not be good
for a long time. And hey, it is what it is, Chief. It is what it is. Ah, God, yeah, it's all the way in Burlington. Need to still figure out how to get there. But yeah,
It'll be a good time.
I don't know what the plan is that day. I don't even know if I want to come in early or just arrive right before.
Are you going to Movember it up?
Hell no. Oh no, I'm definitely getting a haircut. Wow. I ain't Movembering shit.
That's messed up.
That's never been. I'll donate and
That's
everything, but
up.
yeah, no.
I got the Movember going on.
Yeah, but you literally been doing that all year.
I got the Movember.
You cheat. That doesn't count.
You know what's crazy? So I was actually looking through a bunch of our old videos the other day because I was like reorganizing some stuff on a hard drive, and I watched one of our old like clips about Bikini Island and
that was a good one. Yeah,
that was a good snippet.
Yeah.
But that one, my mustache is like super long in that one. It's like curlable.
Oh
It's
dear.
like you can literally curl it at the end. So I was like, I hope I get that by the wedding, so I can kind of have that. I think that'd be pretty dope.
That's gross. That's gross.
But I'm excited, man. I actually I thoroughly enjoy weddings. I enjoy Cambodian weddings. They're usually a lot of fun. There'll be like the whole Cambodian dancing circle thing. I know Carlos has probably seen it in the past, my grandpa's. So like, there's gonna be that most likely. But it'll be fun. Yeah, it'll be a good time.
Should be a good time.
I'm hyped for it. I'm hyped for my brother. Shout out to my brother.
He's all grown up now.
All grown up. Carlos has known him since grade.
How many years younger is he?
He's grade. He's 3 years younger than us.
So that's it.
That's it.
So then
95. Year of the pig.
I've known him since he was in 4th grade.
Yeah. Crazy.
I was in 7th grade.
Crazy, man.
And now
it's been a time.
Look at us. Huh?
Been a time.
Been a time. Now, family man now. Got a kid and shit. But yeah, kudos to you, kiddo. You done did it, pal. Yeah. You made it, and now you're gonna be a grown ass man. Enjoy the what is it? The dad shoes, or what do they call it now? Skechers.
Yeah, Skechers.
Skechers. Yeah. The khaki shorts.
Oh yeah. It's got the polo shirt.
The polo shirt,
or the
the little hats you wear.
Yeah.
Shoot,
he's exactly that dude.
Yeah, now he's gonna be that guy.
Exactly that dude.
You want to talk about what happened in Brampton or what's going on in Brampton?
So I don't even know. I didn't see any news on Brampton by any means at all. Like
we could watch it at the break.
So yeah, maybe we'll throw that in the break. But I haven't really been hearing too much about.
It's a wild time, sir. There was a bit of an attack at a temple over there.
That's crazy, man.
And they got dudes walking out with swords and shit.
Like that is like Sikh swords, like
the
whole Sikh.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah,
man.
It's like damn, dude. It was so crazy. Even the Indian Prime Minister had to say something
about Brampton. Wow, that's crazy,
bro. Like since when? I'm like, it was that crazy. The only reason why I paid attention to it is because there was a tweet from the Indian Prime Minister. I'm like, whoa.
Like, there's always been, and we've made multiple fun jokes about Brampton this whole podcast since the beginning date of it.
Sure.
And the amount of craziness that steps out of it, mostly driving. We make
driving related,
but like the other stuff that's been happening as of late, from my assumption, because I haven't seen too much about it, but even like in the past where there's been like brawls and like car meets and like stuff just gets like crazy.
Cars being vandalized during protests.
There was the one video that it was in like Brampton, I think, where that guy came out with a knife and he's wearing like the sari.
Yeah.
And then a black dude comes out of the other side of the car. Where, like,
that was random as hell.
What's going on? And I think we showed that on the podcast, so we talked about it on the podcast previously. But it's like the small things like that where it's just getting crazier and crazier as we go.
It's like, what's going on?
It's like, what is going on with that?
What is going on?
So,
but you know who'll fix it? You know who would have fixed that problem? We all know I ain't gonna say his name because
Okay.
you know what? I'll let the goddamn U.S. Government say his name when he gets sworn in.
I think
Wait, if he was president before, does he have to get sworn in again? I guess because
I
the
would
new
think
president.
so. I would think so.
Oh, really?
Yeah. If it's like a break in time,
Yeah,
I would
I
think
guess.
that like it's almost like a handoff,
Yeah. Oh, okay.
like Joe Biden or Kamala, I guess at the time, because Joe Biden sort of stepped out. But I guess he's still considered president.
No, not no.
So then,
even if he leaves out, he's still Mr. President. Is what you have to call.
yeah.
him.
So as of right now, like there probably will be that swear-in ceremony where they have to like give it over to him and be like, yeah, this is the new president and all that kind of stuff. I'm sure. So
Golly, that's crazy, yeah. So none of her tactics work. Like the interviews, all those celebrity man, who didn't she get to endorse her for president?
there were so many, man.
Or president.
I honestly
Taylor
thought,
Swift,
oh yeah,
Eminem, Beyonce,
yep,
Katy Perry.
yep,
Who else was up
Cardi
there? That I see
B,
Lady Gaga, Cardi B.
yep,
She got some heavy
LeBron.
hitters. LeBron.
LeBron's a huge
I
one.
mean, come on.
Yeah,
She
man.
had some heavy hitter. Nothing.
Yeah, man.
Damn.
Unbelievable.
Whew.
I would-
I'm telling you, she composed the dream team of entertainment to endorse her for presidency, and no one fell for it.
Like, I wonder how many people that like
Is this
low
mine or
key.
yours?
Yeah, yours.
Oh, thank
I
you.
wonder how many like low key people endorsed her, but just like behind closed doors, kind of thing. Like maybe supported it by giving money, but just didn't
they
come out
definitely
and
got
say
paid
anything.
for it.
You know what I mean?
I
Oh, they
think
got
that-
paid. Oh yeah.
Come on. Yeah.
I don't think Taylor got paid.
You don't think so?
I
it
don't
was just
think
a
so.
tweet. Hers was a tweet.
Yeah, but like I don't think. I think Taylor honestly came out and just did it herself. Was like, yo.
It was literally right after the debate she posted a tweet.
Mm-hmm.
So like even like
Yeah.
So I don't maybe not Taylor, but no Beyonce absolutely.
Yeah.
Come on. All
sure.
those other guys are Eminem. Yeah, for sure. Damn. She didn't do enough interviews though, because Trump was literally on like every podcast. He was on Flagrant, Joe Rogan. That was nuts. That was like what in like 9 hours it got like 40 million views.
Yeah, that's probably like a record for him, realistically, and any sort of podcast in general, right?
I think so.
It's what you have to do as a politician nowadays. Like before, you can just kind of produce like propaganda towards advertisements, all that kind of stuff, and then obviously you go out.
And they apparently in the U.S. they were everywhere.
Like everywhere. Oh yeah, everywhere. Like I was in Denver last week. Like I was explaining the old Denver trip that we had, and I took the week off, or we took the week off to not do an episode. But like even when I was there during that time, so like if I'm sleeping in my hotel room, trying to pass out, had sports on in the back, there was so many commercials about like all like blacks against Kamala, or like Hispanics for Trump, or like this and that. Like there's so much propaganda against that, and being like, oh, we're attacking each other in that sense. And I fully get it from that standpoint. I don't think that it's like thrown down people's throats as much as it is in America than it is in Canada for us. Like we're gonna see it when Polivier. We definitely do. Like we don't have it as much, but yeah, it just like I'm sure like the second part of our episode we're gonna be talking a lot about what our expectations are, what it looks like for Canada, and our true thoughts on it and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, and like it's a big deal. Like it actually happened.
Well,
I woke up shocked, like honestly shocked.
Well, it is what it is, Chief.
So
Trump 2024, baby, we back.
Wow.
Let's make America great again. Remix, frickin' remix, MAGA remix. MAGA. It's the body song by Megan Thee Stallion, but I did it with MAGA instead. Do you understand?
No, I don't know that song.
Well, whatever.
Actually.
Anyways, I want to do a quick and some people's kids. To all of you that celebrate No Nut November, you're fucking idiots. What's wrong with you? You guys,
I forgot about that.
Yeah, that's dumb. Well, I broke that thing for like days in. You know what?
A minute of.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. You guys
12:02.
You guys don't engage in sexual intercourse for a month. I get it. What do you need a break for?
Isn't it like?
Or is it masturbation?
I
Or
thought
is
it was
it
both.
I thought it was, yeah. I thought it was both.
I thought it was
You kinda
everything.
I thought literally no nutting.
I don't know.
Come on, man.
Internet.
You know what? You know what? No, you guys, you do that because guys like me, I'm gonna go through these dating apps. I'm gonna find me the females that are willing to nut, and I shall help
Oh
them.
my god.
So if you guys want to hold back, that's fine. I'm okay with it. But just know,
Oh my
guys
god.
like me, I dive in and I ruin it for you.
Oh my god.
Lesson learned. Good luck.
Oh my god.
Anywho, we'll be right back. We're gonna watch some videos and shit, and you know, happy No Nut November.
Oh god. Okay, everybody,
See you in a bit.
and we back.
See you in a bit. We are back.
So according to the Toronto Sun, I don't know who this individual is, but I'm assuming they're from the Toronto Sun. But they are sort of just talking about what's going on in Brampton. So if you listened to earlier, which we hope you did, there's some crazy shit going on, man.
There's some shit going down.
Some crazy
There's gonna be
stuff.
some stuff you're gonna see that's gonna make it hard to smile in the future.
So, do you have any premise before we start this segment, or you want to go ahead and watch this?
Obviously, there's gonna be fair warning that there's gonna be some stuff that's gonna make you, uncomfortable. It's gonna,
Happening in our own
get
backyard.
just get you a little bit upset there. But viewer discretion obviously is advised. But keep Kamala and carry on, Allah.
Got it. Okay, we're gonna watch this. So this is what's going on.
This is a temple in Brampton.
Going on. We saw what happened Sunday. Khalistani extremists attacking a Hindu temple in Brampton,
This
Ontario.
is crazy.
People with bats showing up, people with flagpoles attacking others, whacking them with them. It's utterly insane. As Joe Warmington has reported, a Peel regional police officer has been suspended for allegedly being part of the activities of the protest, the violent protest. It is absolutely stunning and it's wrong. But what happened in response?
This is nuts,
it's no better.
man.
We had people going out into the streets in Brampton, blocking intersections as police looked on.
Politics and all
we
that
had
kind
them
of stuff
showing up and attacking vehicles. These images
the
coming
whole,
to us from
part
Buzz
of it.
News Agency. Now, Buzz is
there's tensions between two political parties or two types of people, and we have that across the world. We have Ukraine, Russia, Israel, Gaza, and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, this is crazy, man. We get away from those countries to be able to kind of come to a somewhat of a peaceful country. It's don't bring the violence here, man.
Yeah. I get it. You love home and you want to support what's going on, but it's just peaceful is where it's at. The whole point of you coming here was to avoid the attacks and the terror. And if you want to, express your express your thoughts on what's going on back home. I mean, there's a peaceful way of always doing things, and attacking people, attacking their homes, attacking temples, attacking whatever property they may own, is not going to bring peace back home. Definitely not.
Yeah.
So
there's really no reason for this kind of stuff. If you peaceful protests, go ahead, do what you need to do.
Absolutely.
But this just endangers the people that aren't involved in this by any means, and there's just so much good people in Brampton just in general, and this doesn't reflect Brampton as a whole by any means, and we can come out and say that. It's just this shit shouldn't be existent in in our area and all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? It's man, people are people.
Yeah.
Don't be doing this kind of stuff. It really makes Canada look bad.
Right.
We already got a bad rep for some of the stuff that we've been doing, and not not everyone's happy with our prime minister and all that kind of stuff. And this doesn't help when this stuff gets shown to the rest of the world. Carlos was saying how the prime minister of India had to come out and say something realistically. It's a bit ridiculous that it's actually gotten to that point. But yeah, not fun times, man.
No,
definitely not fun times.
No.
We'll play the rest of this video and reflect.
Straight up, they say they are a news agency for the Sikh and Punjabi diaspora. And so are they going to show absolutely everything great for the Hindu side? No, but these images speak for themselves. And listen to this man calling for the Indian army to come into Canada to attack Sikh temples.
The Indian army must come to Canada.
Like, this is crazy.
Storm the Khalistan Sikh temples. Storm them. Storm the Sikh temple.
This is simply unacceptable. This is not the sort of thing that should be going on. It's been denounced by the mayor of Brampton, Patrick Brown. It's been denounced by Chief Nish, who heads up Peel Regional Police. It's been denounced by Premier Doug Ford and Justin Trudeau. The only one I'm going to lay any blame on here is Justin Trudeau, because he has been stoking these embers. He has been playing diaspora politics unlike anyone else. He has been using Indian political grievances and inserting himself into Indian domestic politics to try and win votes here. And he's been doing it in a way that leads to what we are seeing now. And this
pretty much
is simply wrong. It's time for it to end. All sides need to come together. Sure, we've had ethnic and religious political violence in the past, but not in decades, not like this. It needs to end, and it needs to end now. Let me know what you think. Drop a comment down below. Share
not
this
cool,
on
man.
social media. Don't
Definitely
forget to
not
subscribe
cool
to our channel.
Like, I get where you gotta, like we were talking about, like you gotta defend your own kind of people and all this kind of stuff, and everyone has sort of the right to defend themselves in a sense, but there's really no reason for that by any means. Super sad to see.
Unfortunate.
Super sad to see.
Yeah, it's sad times. Anyone that was affected going through it, I'm sorry to hear. Hope everything's okay. I hope the damages were not too severe for you. I just think that if you are going to protest, and I don't think violence would be the way to do it, because it really gets the whole violence against everyone would just really stray away from them actually paying attention to the problems that your country is going through. We gonna talk about how homeboy just threw Prime Minister Trudeau right under the bus there.
Well, like, I get like the whole like Trudeau's fault kind of thing. Like, I can understand that from my perspective, but it is the person that's instilling the violence or waking up and being like, I'm going to be violent today. That's on them.
That dude with the microphone or the megaphone was just
like that's
okay. Easily some people's kids.
Crazy.
That is like, brother.
No Nut November and this dude.
Yeah, like, you know what? I hope you have a no nut November for the rest of your life. Just
and
go.
I guess the last thing I gotta say about it, at least, move out of Brampton.
Yeah. That's it.
Or keep it in Brampton. I don't know.
You know
I'm just so lost
brother,
when it comes to
what
this kind
the
of
hell?
stuff.
What the hell was that? You're asking the Indian army to come here to invade. Like, they're gonna spend the money and resources to do dumb shit like that.
Crazy.
Dude, you're an idiot. You're an absolute idiot. Like, I get you having, you're divide and you're not a fan of whatever, whatever you're against. But come on.
Not a good look.
No, I'm not at all. You're inciting. That's a crime. You're inciting violence.
God,
brother, get your shit together. Some people's kids.
But all right.
Do you want to watch one more video to lighthearted, or
let's go to the second video.
All right. Let me see if there's even anything. What is up in the world today? What is up in the world today? What's up? I was watching a video on Chief Keef, and that guy is like a whole ass different person now.
Oh, of course.
You move out of Chicago, and it just...
You gotta be, man.
Yeah, good for you, man. Good for you.
You gotta be.
Yeah, I mean, no, I commend you. I have no video ideas. I'm sorry. All
right. Well,
we'll end it here.
We'll jump back into our part 2 of the episode. But thank you. I hope you enjoyed that. If you're definitely out in Brampton, try to watch out for yourself.
Be safe out there.
Be safe out there. No joke.
How Trump's second term will be different. We'll check that out later.
One of these days.
One of these days. Bye-bye.
We'll be back. I'm starting to get a little bit tired.
Because you have the itis. We're back.
We are.
We just ate some chicken wings.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't have dinner yet, so we had to just really quickly eat after that segment. But y'all didn't get to see that. Y'all don't want to see that.
No, you don't.
Scarfing down some chicken,
You don't.
some bones
Um.
in the mouth.
All right, let's move on. Young Thug.
Young Thug, a thug.
Thug. One of the longest cases in history.
Really?
Man was in jail for 700 days during the trial,
Damn.
and he
crazy.
was freed last week.
He was freed.
Yeah.
How did they come
he's
to that
paroled.
conclusion? Oh, paroled. Okay.
Yeah. So he has to just from now on he has to stay within certain areas. He has to rap about how gangs are not where it's at.
What?
He has to have like concerts about it too.
Oh my god.
But yeah,
That is
he's a free man.
crazy. Didn't you say like Rico is like 99%?
Well, that's the thing. He was charged by the state, so it wasn't by the
Oh,
federal
okay.
government. If it was federal, then yeah, no, he was not. But it was by the state of Georgia that he was charged by.
That's
But
crazy.
yeah, he beat his case.
Wow.
He's a free man.
You know,
Well, I
Georgia
wouldn't say
just
he freed it. I believe he pled guilty, but he just has to be paroled.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So he
For a
didn't
certain
beat
amount of
it, but
years or
he didn't
something.
have to. He doesn't have to serve like a
Gotta
life
serve more
sentence.
time.
Yeah, good for him though.
Well, usually what they do in those cases is that if you've been serving time throughout your court case, then they'll take away the time that you spent in jail from the time that you overall get.
Mm.
So, like, man, he must have had a really good lawyer. And like for them to like just
The
allow
lawyer
him to
actually
get
served
off.
a day in jail for speaking out of turn, like during the case.
Yeah, that happens.
Yeah.
Like the whole you were in contempt of court,
Yeah.
and if they speak at that's a crazy.
It was a wild trial in general. Like it's some like dude, like if you saw highlights, you wouldn't you wouldn't even believe. Apparently, they have video of a drug deal taking place during the trial, like in the court.
Yo, meet me at the court case.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go support Young
it's
Thug.
just I was like, hey man, I'm here. I was like, all right, man, get this crackhead out of here. Just take a drug and get out of here.
Crazy.
Yeah, bro.
Over like a $20 bag or something like that. It's like it wasn't even a lot.
Yeah, bro. It just all gives him like $5. Man, is that it? Get out of here. But
Wow.
Young Thug is a free man. Good for him. He did it. He beat his case. Gunna is probably never gonna live this down, but he's getting accusations of being a snitch. But
So
yeah,
did they like disclose that by any means? Like, did he
what
have to
that
come out and say
Gunna?
anything? That Young Thug said something like snitches boys out.
Oh no, Young Thug didn't snitch.
Oh, okay.
Gunna was allegedly the one that.
Oh,
snitched.
Gunna's the one who
Yeah.
snitched. Oh, okay. God.
Because so basically what they're saying is that Gunna, in order for him to not serve like a prison time, he had to go on the stand and say and admit that YSL, which is Young Thug's record label, is a gang. And so when they asked him, is YSL like a gang, that he's had to say yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And so he didn't have to serve time in prison.
Wow.
And that's why people saying that he's a snitch.
That's crazy.
But you know what, man? We're here now. Thug's free. So I didn't see this coming.
Who would have known, man? Who would have known?
I'm telling you, Ryan, when you have the time, you have to watch like highlights of the trial. It is like one of the most insane things you will ever see in a court case. I'm like, I guarantee you there are going to be tons of documentaries on this court case.
Oh yeah.
Like,
a
it's
television
nuts.
show that gets
Yeah,
created.
it's probably going to be recreated. I'm telling you, it was that crazy.
The same makers of the OJ.
Bro, I would even put
OJ
it past
versus the
them.
people. The people versus OJ. Is that what it's called? Yeah.
I wouldn't put it past them. Like it was that insane.
Young Thug's making money off
Yeah.
this. He's probably like, "Are you kidding me? 700 days in jail?
I'm telling you, man.
Put me in jail.
I'm telling you, man.
Throw away the key."
God damn.
Yeah, that's wild, man. That is actually crazy.
Good for him, I guess.
Well, like, he pled guilty, I guess.
Yeah, he pled
to
guilty.
like racketeering,
Mm-hmm.
all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting, man.
Yeah, but he did it. He did it. What am I reading else here? Oh, this is interesting. Notorious, courtesy of Six Buzz TV. Shout out to Six Buzz. Notorious Canadian criminal Paul Bernardo to face parole hearing later this month.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
Paul Bernardo, serial killer, killed a few people, even his sister-in-law.
Jesus.
I don't think he's gonna make parole. If he does,
Something wrong with our system.
Yeah, there's certainly a lot to say about our criminal, our justice system, rather.
But just based off of the events that happened in the last 24 hours, we already know that our system is messed up.
And what about why?
Like allowing somebody who has criminal charges ongoing to win the presidency, that's nuts.
Well, to be fair, that has to do with money, and obviously, yeah, that's screwed up. But I highly doubt they're allowing a serial killer to become president anytime.
No, well, it's just like it's
You know what I'm
just
saying?
crazy.
Imagine
like,
a homeboy like Ted Bundy's, just gone to court case, and during the trial they ask him, "Is there anything else you like that?" So yes, I am now campaigning to become president of the United States. What? Why?
but it's just like so crazy how it's like so real, you know what I mean? And like America, like more than 50% of America actually was okay with this, you know what I mean? Like I think that's the nuts
It's
part. Like
the
all the
lesser
stuff
of
that like you
evils.
have recorded of Trump in his past, and like
That's right.
obviously people can change.
Yeah,
I'm not saying that people can't.
yeah.
But just all the crazy stuff, even during the campaign period,
Mm.
during like the even like the debates, like during the time, like all that kind of stuff. How did it not play a role into like, are we really putting this person in that position, kind of thing? So it's like I really have less faith in like any sort of political system or any sort of justice system that happens
God
on the
damn.
Western Canada, like as of late. Like it's that bad, you know. Like it's such a crazy thing. And I know a lot of people went with like, oh, the worst, the pick your poison, or like
the lesser of two
the
evils.
lesser of two evils kind of thing. And everyone has their own opinion on that. That's how politics always is, realistically. There's not going to be one perfect representation of the whole country in that sense.
Well, I mean, there was one. Shout out to Kim Jong Un if you're watching.
Yeah,
you're perfect in every way, sweetheart.
Yeah, but just crazy, man. Like just a crazy event that happened. Like I was so shocked when I woke up and I saw it.
Were you shocked?
Definitely. I was definitely.
Did you
shocked.
really think that Kamala was gonna win?
I definitely thought Kamala, like 100%. I thought she was gonna win. I thought that like seeing like the world would come around.
Like you thought landslide victory?
No, I didn't think a landslide victory. I knew that there was gonna be a certain percentage of people that still voted Trump, regardless of all the kind of stuff that he's been doing, and like all the past history stuff. Didn't care that he's a felon. All of the sexual harassment, all that kind of stuff. Like that shit was out the window.
Right.
But like when it came down to policy, in all of the debates and all of the last couple of months of him even trying to talk about any sort of policy and how he's going to make things better, all of it was really just based off of like immigrants and like kicking people out and like
taxes.
Crime and tariffs,
lowering taxes,
like all that. Yeah, like lowering taxes, but then like charging other countries that owe America money, like all that kind of stuff. And it just didn't like make sense to me from that perspective, because I was like, man, all that kind of stuff is just like major fluff as of right now. We know what we're getting with the Democratic Party. Like we know that they're going to be thinking about like other countries, and we know that they're going to be working on like Social Security and like healthcare and all that kind of stuff. We know that. But like Trump's main vision over the last couple of months was strictly just like, nope, we're charging China like as much as we possibly can. Nope, we're going to close the border. We're going to get all these immigrants and like criminals outside of our country. And then it truly showed in the last 24 hours that the American people care more about that than they do about like healthcare and then like educational systems and pro-life and like pro-choice decision making. Like that's what shocked me the most. I truly, truly thought that the American people would come out and be like, yes, more of them care about each other than they care about themselves. And I think that's where I got mistaken for. And it's actually truly saddening to sort of hear that and see it come to fruition in that sense. You know what I mean?
Well, so
Like, I'm actually heartbroken in that,
oh,
like, truly to actually see that this come back to fruition.
I mean, it's come down to this. At the end of the day, I think with the reason why people voted for Trump is because they know what they're getting into. The guy ran the country before, whereas the Kamala was vice president, and
Yeah.
they're not really sure what she has really done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just that it's come down to it's the evil that you know versus someone you don't know at the end of the day. And in terms of why they voted, some are gonna say, "Oh, he's gonna help us, lower taxes, blah 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 blah." Truthfully, in my honest opinion, my take, I just think they did it just so they can have something, they can make America interesting via memes and highlights and all that stuff. Like we say this on the podcast all the time, that America is the greatest reality TV show
Yeah.
alive, and the guy is an interesting character. Like they selected a dude who, yeah, he was he was charged as a felon. He
Yeah.
is a felon, but they picked him. They picked him because the guy ran the country for 4 years, but at the same time, they knew the charges. They knew that he truly was guilty of it, but
Yeah. They
they
didn't care.
still they didn't care. They wanted to
Yeah.
go through with it. It's just a matter of it's the evil that at the end of the day. And what these 4 years are gonna come with, who knows? Trump said he's gonna fix some ish. Well, now at the end of the day, it's up to him and his team to go through with it.
Yeah.
It's not a great look for America. It's sad. But hey, they survived the 4 years before. It's not going to make America look the greatest at the same time, but what can we do? I wouldn't have my less of faith in the political system just yet, only because at the end of the day, it's a matter of the choices that we had. It's not like Kamala Harris is not perfect by any means. I'm
No,
not saying that
definitely
she
not.
was the
Definitely not.
ideal candidate. You just, again, at the end of the day, it's the choices that were offered at the time, and it's who we
Yeah.
had to vote for. But I want to, some good that came out of it. We had a black woman that was elected as a seat for the first time. In Delaware, I believe it's Delaware. They had a first transgender seat
Mm-hmm.
in Senate. Um, yeah, I mean, it's a good look for difference, but at the end of the day, regardless of who you are, race, gender, all that stuff, it's a matter of what you're going to do for the country, what you're going to do for the people of your country. And that's what it all comes down to. Do I think Trump cares for the people? Not really. I think he's truly just running it for himself, just to
Yeah.
add something to his resume to make himself look good.
Agreed.
But yeah, that's all I got to say on the matter. I don't know. Don't be heartbroken about it. Don't be bummed out. Don't be all cry about it. And to anyone that's watching, really, it's okay. You'll get through it. It literally isn't the end of the world. You know, it could be worse.
It definitely
It
could
could,
be.
they could free P Diddy tomorrow, and he could be vice president for all we know.
I don't know.
Or what if he does free P Diddy or R Kelly, even
I wouldn't be
pardons
surprised.
them?
I would not be
Really,
surprised.
that would be crazy. Just Diddy bopping right out of the
I would
courthouse. That
not.
would be not. That would shock me more than Donald Trump winning. If Diddy beats his case because Trump pardoned him, that would be insane in the fucking brain.
I would not put it past him.
That would be.
There's been like multiple times where they've been seen like at pictures, and supposedly Trump's been at Diddy parties and all that kind of stuff.
I know
like,
he knows the guy.
So like
They're both New Yorkers.
yeah, like I'm sure that they came into play in
Yeah.
some sort of area or one
Oh,
point in
yeah.
time, kind of thing, right? So yeah, I wouldn't put it past me that he would do something wild like that.
There was a few moments
know.
when what happened? What happened? He pardoned a few people. I know Lil Wayne had like a charge against him. It wasn't like I think it was like a gun charge, but he
Also,
got pardoned.
yeah, ASAP, I think, also
Yeah,
had something as
yeah,
well.
and he got pardoned. The one guy was funny throughout this was do you know the show Tiger King?
Yes, I've heard
So
of it. Yeah.
the main guy with the mustache. And
Oh
the,
yeah.
So
Okay,
he
yeah.
was waiting in jail. They had the limo waiting outside for him because they thought he was gonna get pardoned, but he never got.
Crazy, man.
He's
Like
still
what
in prison.
a reality.
I'm just
that's,
saying, if you're accused of murdering someone, yeah, you're probably not gonna get a pardon, pal.
But it's just like that's how reality television America is at this moment, when you can like sit there and like think that your president is going to try to win like the popular sort of aspect by like pardoning famous people. Like that in itself, where he's spending America's tax dollars on pardoning people that are celebrities just to try to win like a popular vote. You know what I mean? Like I think that's sad. Like that in itself is really, really sad, that like people will put in their interests and be like, yeah, I'm interested in this person, or I'm willing to vote for this person so long as like my celebrity gets voted out. You know what I mean? And for us to even talk about that is extremely sad about the state of politics in America at this moment. Like I don't even want to get into the whole like other aspect of it when we're talking about like Roe versus Wade, allowing the state to run abortions in that sense. JD Vance talking about how women are like baby making machines and abortion machines and that kind of stuff. Like that stuff is like the reckless part of it. But to even just have a criminal as your president in a democracy, like a quote unquote democracy in the Western side as the most powerful country in the world, that's heartbreaking to me. And I know
see that as inspirational.
And I know that like Canada's always like the little brother beside the US. And I know that Trudeau does sort of stick up a little bit, or he doesn't always agree with all of American policies in that sense, which I can like be happy about. But we always do end up getting affected by American policies and American politics eventually. So like for any Canadian that's truly, truly happy for this, like you are going to be affected in some sort of way. Hopefully it's good. Like I do have some sort of positivity and optimistic sort of value about this, because it's like, you know, the guy could do an amazing job.
Sure.
I'm not going to throw that out there. I'm not going to say he's not going to have the chance to do a good job, but like it's just
learn from his mistakes.
I would prefer to see an educated person behind closed doors that is making good decisions, that isn't so much of like a con person or like a person that's going to be doing it for themselves as opposed to doing it for the people of your society and your country, realistically, because that's the main focus for politics. It's like, who is the best possible candidate to do the best for the country, as opposed to doing it for, you know, just themselves or just the rich in that sense. So I don't know.
You mentioned earlier about how you said that it's heartbreaking to see a criminal as president. I think it's inspirational as fuck. I want to tell y'all at home, I don't care what charges you have, whether it's like homeboy that's in office, that's going to be in office soon, where he has money laundering and document hiding charges against him. No matter what charges you have, you can be anything. If the president could do it, so can you.
That is true.
That is inspirational, folks.
That is true.
Let this be a lesson. I don't give a damn what's going on in your life. You can do it. Except for that woman out there that keeps on telling me that I need to pay child support. I am not doing that shit because you know damn well I ain't the father. I got it. That's all I got to say about that. But you know what, man? It is what it is, Chief. Don't let it bring you down. You know, that's what drinking's for. We drink, we forget, and then we move on. But hey, he ain't your president.
No,
Sure as hell
he
ain't my
definitely is. He's
president.
definitely not my president.
Well,
but
I
it's
mean,
just,
he ain't yours, but he sure as hell's mine, baby. Let's get it. Red years, baby. Woo!
but it's just like, it's going to be interesting, like what happens over the next bit of time. Like like, what if the United States cuts off support to Ukraine? What happens to Ukraine?
Yes, that's
You
also
know,
a factor.
like, what if he decides to put, because Netanyahu and him are supposedly okay.
He got rid of was it NAFTA? What was
He
it?
like renegotiated NAFTA. I
Yeah,
think, like,
he almost
recently.
got rid of it.
Yeah,
though.
well, he's actually putting one of his policies that was supposedly said was that he wants to put 10%.
Was it NAFTA or was it another
It was
one?
NAFTA.
It was.
He wanted to put 10% taxes on anything that comes in from Canada. So any Canadian products that are brought into the States that our Americans happen to be buying products from us, whether it's like oil or any sort of merchandising or goods or anything like that, then there's a 10% tariff that the company's going to have to pay. But then the company's going to then put that on the consumer and be like, you have to pay this 10%.
Damn.
Right? It's like, how does he expect to get, I don't know, getting Sony televisions that are made in China, where for like a huge tariff, he's going to put like a certain tariff on it. You don't think the Americans going to be paying that additional extra money for that technology?
Not in Trump's years.
Like, unless Trump's like, you know what, Americans going to start making all the new technology, and then they start being
I
like,
think
the new
at one point
production.
he did say that during like his
Yeah.
the first time from what I recall,
Yeah.
he did say that Americans are going to more jobs for
Yeah,
Americans.
more jobs for Americans, like to
meaning
create
with, like,
productivity.
factory workers, and I'm like,
Yeah.
hey, and then there's when Americans are like, hey, whoa.
Yeah, like, it's I fully understand creating production, creating productivity, creating jobs within your society is what's going to make the country great again. But it's like, whether your companies within that, the companies or corporations or businesses within that corporation,
They're going
as
to
well as
lose
society,
a lot of money
are willing to pay for that,
because they're
you know
going
what
to
I mean?
lose a lot of money if that's the case.
Like, you
Lot of money.
pay, like, I hate to say it, but like slave labor in a third world country
That's
to
right.
create this technology,
Yep.
because it keeps the labor cheap and it keeps electronics cheap. But like, if we start making iPhones and televisions and computer parts and PS5s in the US, your PS5 is going to be like $2,000. You're not going to have a PS5. Yeah. Because then you do have to start paying like things like, minimum wages. Like, they don't have minimum wages, and like
No.
equality, like union fees, all that
Mm.
kind of stuff is going to come into play. And it's like, where does that come from? The
And then the
consumer
jobs that are like 6 figures are now going to be, now if you're going to have a 6-figure job, it's going to be like 40,000.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's like, all of that, just the economic play that these people, I don't think, fully grasp the concept of it, is what is scary, outside of that. So yeah, man, like, it's a tough situation overall. And like, I've been exploring a lot of this in the past bit of time, because I was like, man, what if he does really win, right? You know what I mean?
And then your nightmare has come to
Yeah.
fruition.
Like, it and I, yet again, at the same time, I also believe in peace. I also believe that people hopefully will do the right thing at the end of the day. So, he could do an amazing job, and I will come out in the podcast and say I was fully wrong. And I hope that happens realistically. I hope America becomes a great new superpower.
We ain't happy about it, damn it. Let's storm the
But it's
goddamn
like,
Capitol. Canada, if you're watching this, I don't give a shit.
Just
I
crazy,
want all
man.
Canadians to go over the border and peacefully protest at the Capitol. Don't attack anyone. Don't, we're going to do what Canadians do, and that's peacefully talk it out. So we're going to go over the border on the day he gets sworn in. We're going to peacefully protest, scream and interrupt, and yell out slurs at the Trump as he gets sworn in. So just be like, hey, that hair's fake though. Where's your... I haven't seen his wife in a bit. Where's she at?
I saw her in the
Where's your
acceptance
wife
speech
go?
thing.
Oh,
Like,
really?
yeah, she was there.
Oh, did he do
Big
a
smile
speech
on her
already?
face. I think he did like at like 12 o'clock at night. He was sitting on a podium, and then him and his wife were there. So that was cute to see. From like an outside perspective, not in politics. I'm happy that your husband's doing something good, and that's always a good thing to see.
Yeah.
But
Oldest president to be sworn in.
78. Yeah, he's an old dude, man.
Old fella.
But like,
He did it.
according to like with the Joe Rogan podcast, like, he seems pretty well spoken still. I'm
Talks a
sure
lot.
that he still has a good team behind him.
Sure.
So there is good that can potentially come from this.
Absolutely. I mean, he can learn from the mistakes he made in the past.
Exactly.
In 4 years, it'll teach you a lot, So
So we're gonna. I don't know. Like it's hard for me to be able to accept it fully, but it's like there is definitely some good that could potentially come if you want to believe that way. So
Oh, please, you're a Colts fan. You should be disappointed by now. I'm a Bears fan. I'm used to disappointed. Anyway, folks, we're gonna end it here.
yeah,
Ryan,
sick of this.
Ryan's bummed out.
I'm sick of this.
Ryan, is not really.
It's
happy.
terrible.
But you know what? You know what I am? I'm thrilled. I am excited because we have some good entertainment for the next 4 years, y'all. Oh yes, brought to you by the good old people of the U.S. of A. Folks, get your meme computers ready. Get your
Proud to
goddamn
be
Instagrams.
American.
Get your Twitter up. Folks, we're going to have memes upon memes for the next 4 years, y'all.
Definitely gonna be some
For all you
entertaining stuff.
Americans out there, I genuinely feel sorry for you. Because you guys are the biggest joke in the world. We got countries that are going at war. We got countries that are literally losing money and shit. And the only entertainment, the only solace, the only happiness they can have during those hard times that they're going through is laughing at you goofs because you voted Trump for president. But you know what? I commend you, US of A's, for doing that. I commend y'all for doing that to bring in laughter to the world because we all know that you guys are a joke. But that's all I'm going to say about that, folks. I'm going to end it here.
We're definitely canceled by a lot of
Well,
Americans.
hey, at the end of the day, Trumpy, if you're watching me, baby, do what you got to do. I don't care. You don't want to broadcast us to the US of A? Fuck it. We got fans in Korea. We'll go over there and fucking do our shit there. I don't care,
Legit.
baby. We'll start our own network. You got banned from Twitter. You started your own thing. How did that work? You know, I know why it failed because you suck at social media. We're not great at it either, but you know what? Knowing that you hate us, that is going to create publicity. So, yeah, watch this. Show us. Tell us that we suck. But then the people will tell you otherwise. So challenge us. I dare you. Trump, Mr. President.
Damn.
I went there. I don't care.
He went there.
Anyways, that's going to be this week's episode. Tune in next week if Ryan will even be coherent by then. And yeah.
I don't even know anymore, man.
Oh, dear.
I don't.
We
even
don't even know if you're going to come
anymore.
back from Burlington. You might just stay out there and just like
Live my life.
live your life and,
Live my
and,
life.
and stay in the same and just
Burlington.
in the same suit.
Okay.
Not even change.
Oh God.
Yeah, well, we'll see. We'll have to wait and see. I'll keep y'all posted. Have a new host by then. But anywho, folks, I am Carlos.
And I'm Ryan.
And this is The Blank with Carlos and Ryan. And as always, don't forget to like and subscribe on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram. We're available on the Tiki Talkie. And tell your friends. And as always, folks, fill it in. And Trump 2024 and 5, 6, 7, and 8.
Oh God.
Ta-ta.
Peace, everybody.
Bye.